What up? It's your boy T-Bear here on Reaction. Today, this mixture of music. We're going to check out this video from Courtside Film. This is Before They Were Famous Basketball Edition. So we want to take a look at some of your favorite NBA players that's killing it right now with world champions, future Hall of Famers before, during their days of high school, AAU, before they hit the height they are, even during their little shorter days before they had the height they are now, or was still the height they are now, but way younger as well too. Even somehow someone pure shooter, someone wasn't dunking, some were dunking before they diminished. But other than that, let's check out Before They Were Famous. Let's get it. We got the young cover of the recent NBA 2K23, Devin Booker.
We have came across some of your favorite hoopers long before they were household names. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And
Melo, when he wasn't before he had his growth spurt, he was only 6'3". Yup.
Trey Young, out of high school, was the 23rd ranked player in the 2017 class.
They kept talking about him.
For the longest, people said he was too small to make an impact at the next level.
Nope, they was wrong.
7 years later, Ice Trey continues to prove them wrong. Enjoy some highlights from the summer of 2015, where he dominated the NBPA Top 100 cam.
This was like 5'11".
Chet Holmgren always had that dog in it.
Yep.
As an unranked freshman in Minnesota, you could tell he was going to grow into something special. The Thunder selected him with the #2 overall
unfortunately, he out for the season because he got hurt during one of them pro-ams.
He may have the most potential in this NBA draft class. Before he was one of the most promising young stars in the NBA, Devin Booker was a kid from Grand Rapids.
Yeah, I don't think that was he even 6'5". Yeah,
he moved south and
played
shorter. The Alabama Challenge.
But he was hitting them jumpers though.
Here are a few clips. He
dropped
a 40 ball in front of Coach Calipari.
Nah, he's still there. Oh, okay, yeah, he's still there. He's or at least like 6'3", but not the official height yet.
We even caught him getting buckets on
never mind.
NBA
he gets
Andre
Iggy.
Iguodala.
He's up there with Iggy.
Iggy got him back, but we won't show that part. We first saw
Tyler
in November of 2015 at the Pangos Midwest camp. He could score with the best of
like a bowling Corey Matthews.
This was before the NBA Finals and that Jack Harlow joint.
Yeah, like Corey
15-year-old
Jalen
Green was a problem.
He had the curly hairs.
At the 2017 Tarkanian Classic. Easily one of the best high school dunkers in recent history.
Whoop! Before he had the ponytails, yep.
Our first video on Anthony
Edwards
obliterating a defender in New York. As y'all know, he continued to do that through the rest of high school.
Yep.
By the way, y'all got to check out Hustle on Netflix. He's that dude in it.
Yep. This must have been maybe around time.
When Paige Beckers was a freshman in high school, we were the first to have a video.
Okay, we got 9 NBA players.
It's crazy to see how much her fame has grown. But it wasn't a big surprise.
Is she in WNBA now?
She's always had that swag.
Man, hold on. Before I go further, is she in the WNBA yet, or is she still in college? Or is she still in college, though? Hold on a second. Let me see, Paige. Yeah, let me see. Where's she at right now? Oh, she's in UConn. Okay, she's still in college. All right, I'm about to say.
The sophomore, Sharif Cooper, put his name on the map with a 42-point performance at the City of Palms. But the Atlanta Hawks PG during that game also hit the game winner.
Oh, okay.
You could tell that boy.
That's all I say. Yeah, I'm about to say I'm not too familiar. He must be a newer guy. Sharif Cooper. He must be a newer draftee. No, he's on. That's why he's in the G League now. That's why. Okay, that's why I ain't know too much about him. Like I don't know about him. Like he's in the G League now. That's why. Okay. Oh, Kuro.
Before you saw him
Mikey
on
Williams
commercials, Mikey was out there getting buckets on the North Coast Blue Chips.
Is he in college now, or he still got one more year in high school?
Were there for Bronny, but came away feeling like Mikey was the best player in the 2000.
Yeah, he's still in high school.
Class.
So he must be graduating this year.
After seeing him in Vegas a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
it made me think he really had the chance to make.
He did that in the game, like really.
The number one
pick,
pick
Paolo Banchero.
NBA draft.
Banchero.
Paolo Banchero. Dominated.
So it's Banchero because everybody. I was right, Banchero.
With Jalen Suggs, Bamba, Fultz, and Bol, Orlando is at a good spot to start making some playoff runs.
Yeah, and he's been doing his thing too.
Myself,
Jaden.
I'm very happy we just got Jaden Ivey. Before he was a lotto pick, he was going off at the 2019 EYBL Peach Jam. Before Keegan Murray was one of the leading scorers in college basketball, he was a star at Cedar Rapids Prairie in Iowa. A year at DME Prep did him great. He was just drafted number 4 overall to the Sacramento Kings. In 8th grade, Caitlin Clark was torching nets
What's she
for
at
all
now?
Iowa attack. You could tell right then that she was an elite scorer, but now she's
in college
the most
now.
elite scorer in all of college basketball.
6 foot.
Enjoy Caitlin Clark dropping 42 as the crowd chants overrated to the wrong girl.
Wow. She had to shut them up. She had to shut them up.
The crowd, she had those guys in disbelief.
I know that's right. That's what y'all get.
The middle ball,
Jello.
off his junior season for Chino Hills.
Boy, see, he still didn't get. Boy, got cut again, man. He
Obviously,
can't catch
his
a break.
brother had already gained some fame, but Jello was just getting his started. Now, this footage definitely ages us because
Julius
our quality just wasn't quite there. But from what you can see, Julius Randle was a savage. Miles Bridges.
Wow, look how young he was. Wow.
But we started seeing a lot of him.
He's tall, like a little ass boy. Oh!
His athleticism was second to none. He would just go up.
He was nasty back then.
And he really, really tried to break our camera. As a freshman,
Cade, where you get the fro.
Cunningham had a smooth game. He used his smarts to get the buckets, but by the time he was a senior, he had all the physical tools to complement. Really happy to see him on the Pistons.
Yep.
At 7'5",
Taco, wow. Taco.
But in the EYBL, he made
I remember hearing about him when he was young. When he was in high school. Yup. Definitely remember hearing about him in high school.
He almost tore the whole goal at the MVP Top 100 camp. Before winning a championship at Duke, Tyus Jones was known to be one of the best point guards in the country.
He was. I remember hearing
played
about him a lot.
all 4 years at Apple Valley in Minnesota, and by his senior year, he had all the juice.
He had bunnies too? Woo, he had bunnies too? Oh, shit.
Before
D'Angelo, yo.
I mean, just playing. D'Angelo was the man for each one, teach one. He went off in Orlando at the 2013 AAU Super Showcase. Scotty Barnes has been a savage. We first saw him as a sophomore.
I gotta say he looked like a kid, but he still like a little.
Every time.
He still look like a little. I gotta say he look like a little kid then, but he's still like a little kid in the league.
Before becoming one of the best players on the Cleveland Cavaliers, Darius Garland was seen going crazy at the Made Hoops warm-up. Later on in his high school career, he was absolutely cooking people in front of 20,000 plus fans. Donovan Mitchell had one of the toughest tomahawks in the 2015 class.
Yeah, them nasty bunnies back then. Ooh!
Summer of
Of course he would, but still.
In
Philadelphia. Was more nastier back then.
When he played in the Reebok Breakout Classic, Gemma Gatwich was first seen at our courtside June camp in 2018.
Ooh.
He is highly regarded the best high school dunker of all time. Y'all might have seen him from this dunk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brandon Ingram was one of the first that fit the baby KD comparisons.
Yep.
Our first time
seeing real skinny here.
In the summer of 2013. The Top 100 camp was a great place for him to show how good he was versus top competition. LaMelo Ball was on
LaMelo.
the Chino Hills team.
This when he was 6. This when he was only 6, like 6'2", 6'3" before he had that growth spurt the next year.
that went
Look
undefeated.
at it. Look at it. Hold up. It's freezing up. I'm bad, but yeah, this is when before he had that growth spurt. He was on like a cool 6'2", 6'3" at the time before he became like 6'7".
People say this was the greatest team of all time. This is also when the Ball brothers began to gain all their fame, as LaMelo was a 13-year-old point guard running the show. Jason Tatum, to this day, is one of the best players we have ever covered. He was the star for the St. Louis Eagles EYBL team. But check this out. Funny story about Tatum. He was the first person I had ever filmed. You never know who some of these kids end up becoming.
That's nice. That's wild.
De'Aaron Swiper Fox is a blur out there.
That jersey's tough, though.
He was always the fastest player on the court. And it's crazy to see that most people rank him
Yeah, but his head on
the
the
fastest
backboard.
person in the NBA. Now, I'm already going to know.
You already know. This is gonna be a banger. We already know this is gonna be bigger. This how we got eyes on Zion. We just call him man Husky LeBron because he was throwing shit down like LeBron at like damn near 300 pounds. Like
That people are going to say Zion was already famous. But trust me, he wasn't quite yet. This was November of his junior year in high school, long before Drizzy was seen rocking his jersey. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best young players in the league. He's coming off averaging over 17 points his second year. But we first seen him as a freshman at the Pangos All-South camp. T-Jazz is famous for his insane layups, but we go way back. This is him in the 2015 Pangos.
Let me see what this. I don't know too much about him. Tristan Jazz. Who's that? TJ. We call him T-Jazz. Okay. I don't know if he's doing much now, but him. Okay, I recognize a little bit. But wow, he looked totally different.
That next year, he pulled up to our fall camp. Now you can see him posted up with Polo G.
Oh yeah,
as a 6'7", 8 Bol had all the potential.
Between 6'7" before he got 7 feet.
And ability to hit shots made him a scary matchup. These are some clips from one of our first times going quote-unquote viral. He had some of the wildest plays when he was on KC Run GMC.
Crazy thing about I think I should remember seeing his highlights like that around this time too. I actually remember seeing him. Like they was talking about Nuke Bo's son. I think I remember seeing these clips though with him before he went to the NBA.
Said, "Give me that." Dennis Smith was selected 9th overall in the 2017
bunnies then too.
NBA draft. He was easily one of the most exciting hoopers in the later days of the mixtape era. He could break you down and dunk all over the help side defense. Markelle Fultz was somebody we covered long before he was the number 1 pick in the draft. Absolute bucket out of the DMV, who played point guard for the DC Blue Devils.
Nice.
We covered Ben
Simmons
shortly after he came to the States from Australia. And I know what everybody's going to say. Ben Simmons can't shoot. Who said that?
Back in the day, he could. It's just,
Bam
not
Adebayo
Bam Bam.
Better and better. He has already been to an NBA Finals.
Damn, he
looked
like a grown-ass man back then. He looked like a grown-ass man back then in high school days.
Back then, we saw Bam deleting shots. Canadian-born
Jamal Murray. Blue Arrow.
7th overall pick in the 2016 NBA draft.
Blue Arrow.
Before he was a Denver Nugget, he was out there headhunting for Orangeville Prep.
And people forget he got bunnies. Kyle
Kuzma. Kuzma burst onto the scene in the summer of 2013. One of the steals of the 2017 NBA draft wasn't even ranked in ESPN's 2014 rankings. We first seen DeJounte Murray in the summer of 2014. Now he's one of the best players on the Spurs and could have won Most Improved Player of the Year.
And now you on the Hawks now. Ain't you on the Hawks
Brown
now?
is one of the most promising
Jalen.
young
Oh,
players
yeah.
in the NBA.
Before you hit the
We
beard.
first seen Jalen Brown in the summer of 2013.
Yeah, no facial hair.
That very next summer, he was putting up 50 balls for
Yeah,
Game Elite.
I think Javonte's on the Hawks now. I think he's the 2 guard now. Let me see if I could be wrong. Yeah, he's on the Hawks now. Yup.
In the Adidas circuit. Jalen
Jalen
Brunson
Brunson.
stepped up big for the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs. Before he was putting up 30 on the Warriors, he was a dominant Chicago area point guard playing for Mac Irvin and Stevenson in Illinois. You can tell this is a
It's
long
Wiggins.
time ago by how big
Yep.
Wiggins' shorts were. But this is the same time that he came onto the American basketball scene, dominating the CIA bounce.
Head damn well.
Golly.
Mo Bamba.
A young checker phone.
Yup.
Mo Bamba is the center for the Orlando Magic. We first seen him in the summer of 2015, where he was destroying everyone in the paint. Jordan Poole is coming off a career year
This is
with
where you get the
Warriors
pro.
that eventually led him to winning his first championship.
Hey.
But our first time seeing him was at our 2016 fall camp, where you can see he was putting the moves on some guys.
He shake him up.
Michael Porter may be
Mike
the
Porter,
most talented
yup.
hooper we have ever seen in high school. At 6'10", he played like a guard and had so much athleticism.
Yeah, that's why they got him as a swingman instead of
April of
a front court.
2015, we caught one game on him, and we knew he was the truth. The rest is history. As a freshman for the St.
James
Louis
Wiseman.
Eagles, you could tell that James Wiseman had tons of potential. He moved so well out there for being 6'9", and now he's
7
an
foot.
NBA champion.
At 7 foot.
15-year-old
Josh
Josh Christopher
Christopher,
was a
yup.
problem. We first saw him at the Las Vegas Classic playing alongside Sharif O'Neal, so you know Shaq had to be the coach. Jay Gupp never let the stars faze him. Had to throw this nasty clip in there from the next time.
Woohoo!
Dude's
No
still
stop.
looking for that ball somewhere behind.
Right. We got here. Hey, you talking about it?
Jalen Suggs.
Jalen Suggs,
Before
yeah.
he became a March Madness star, at age 15, he was already making a name for himself in his home state of Minnesota. Cole Anthony
Cole
could
Anthony.
be considered
Oh
famous
my God,
because of his
look,
dad,
he's look
but
totally
he could make a
different.
name for
No
himself.
No
As a
dreads, no
freshman
beard. He
at
look
the
totally different.
All-American camp, he held his own. The Houston Rockets
Jabari
just got
Smith.
Jabari Smith with the
Junior.
number 3 pick in the NBA draft. He could be the best scorer in this rookie class. Only the OG courtside
Fran-
fans seen our first look at
Van Vliet. Van
Our name
Fleet.
was still Iowa
Van
Elite.
Fleet.
This was back in 2011 where it all began. Appreciate y'all for
Cool. Wow, man. Seeing all them back then, how young they were, though. Some was possibly shorter than they were. Some was super athletic before, too. Like Tyus Young was throwing down dunks before he kept it point guard only. This was nice to watch, though, for real. I definitely was. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.